Russian Kriya was revealed to him, the most powerful breathing technique that relieves stress and creates emotional, mental, and physical well-being.
What prompted you to start your own mission?
It is a matter of privilege and pride to welcome our esteemed guest, Pujya Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji, founder of the Art of Living Foundation, and who inspires millions across the globe towards the vision of a stress-free and violence-free society, MNIT Jaipur. To welcome him, we are equally privileged to have the esteemed presence of Professor N.P. Padi, our Director, MNIT Jaipur, on this momentous occasion. The light of the lamp symbolizes knowledge and understanding, and the Center of Excellence for the Indian Knowledge System is being developed to illuminate our students with the wisdom of our rich heritage and culture. I request Pujya Gurudev Ji and Director Sir to kindly take their seats on the dais. Today we have gathered on the occasion of the inauguration of the Center of Excellence for Indian Knowledge System at MNIT Jaipur. The Indian Knowledge System initiative by the Indian government represents an effort to revive, preserve and integrate India's timeless wisdom in science, philosophy, art and ethics with modern education and research. The Center of Excellence for the Indian Knowledge System established at MNIT Jaipur is a step in this direction. It seeks to promote interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary research across diverse domains of India's intellectual traditions. By establishing the center, MNIT Jaipur reaffirms its commitment to nurturing research, innovation, and education grounded in India's civilizational steps. We are blessed today to be in the divine presence of Puja Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji today. As you would all know, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji is the founder of Art of Living, the world's largest volunteer-based NGO. He is a global humanitarian, spiritual leader, and ambassador of peace. His vision of personal and social transformation through mental health and wellness has ignited a global movement in over 180 countries, uplifting the lives of more than 80 crore people. His work focuses on promoting mental well being through yoga, meditation, and breathing techniques such as Sudarshan Kriya, which are taught in over 150 countries. May I now invite on stage Director Sir to welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Pujya Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji, with a plant and a shawl. So please be seated. Please be seated, sir. Professor N.P. Pari, Director MNIT Jaipur, has during his tenure at MNIT Jaipur revealed a clear vision for strengthening the mental and physical well-being of students by promoting a holistic and supportive campus environment. Under his leadership, the institute has expanded wellness initiatives, encouraged mental health awareness, enhanced counseling support, and invested in modern fitness infrastructure. He has also advocated traditional practices such as yoga for fostering balance and resilience. May I now call upon Director Sir Professor N.P. Padi to address the gathering to commemorate this special occasion.
Respected Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Sankarji, distinguished guests, faculty members, staff, and dear students. It is a matter of great joy and pride to welcome you all to MNIT Jaipur on this auspicious day as we are in the process of establishing our Center of Excellence for Indian Knowledge System in the divine presence of Sri Ravi Sankarji. Gurudevji, with your permission, I can speak few words. Thank you. Your visit is a true blessing for our institute. Your presence brings a sense of peace, inspiration, and positivity to the entire campus of MNIT Jaipur. At MNIT Jaipur, we believe in developing the whole individual, not only building technical excellence, but we also try to build the inner strength, emotional balance, and social responsibility. We align with the mission of the Art of Living Foundation, which works to create a happier, healthier, and more compassionate society. I am happy to recall the Memorandum of Understanding, Gurudev Ji, that was signed earlier between MNIT and the Art of Living Foundation. It provided a strong base for collaboration in the areas of well-being, values, and holistic education in specific. Over the years, MNIT and the Art of Living have worked together on meaningful programs. Faculty development sessions and student programs have helped individuals gain focus and manage stress with greater clarity and confidence. This year, all our first year students, nearly 900 of them, are participating in such program to feel calmer, more energetic, and more connected with themselves as well as with their peers. The establishment of the Center of Excellence for Indian Knowledge System is a beautiful occasion to acknowledge and celebrate this collaboration of Indian system. The Indian Knowledge System initiative by the Ministry of Education aims to integrate the wisdom of our ancient tradition into modern learning. It helps us understand how science, technology, and spirituality can complement and support one another. This is very much in line with what Gurudev has always taught, that true knowledge uplift both the mind and the heart. We are deeply grateful to you for inspiring us through your vision, and we expect that actually you will be able to motivate all our student community at MNIT Jaipur to reach the greater height. MNIT Jaipur is committed to student well-being and to making the Center of Excellence for IKS as a place for learning and research that reflect the value of harmony, balance, and as well as inner strength. On behalf of everyone at MNIT Jaipur, I would like to thank you for being with us today and for guiding us on this journey. We look forward to working together to create a generation of engineers and professionals who serve the society with wisdom and compassion. And now, with utmost respect and devotion, I humbly invite Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji to bless us all with his enlightening and visionary address. Gurudev.
I request Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Bulchandani, Dean Student Welfare, Professor Kanupriya Sachdev, Associate Dean Cultural, Dr. Minakshi Tripathi, Associate Dean UG, Dr. Ramdayal, to please, and Shri Vivek Ji and Suvidha Ji from the Art of Living Foundation to come on the dais to release the booklet of the Center of Excellence for Indian Knowledge System. I also request with humble heart Shri Shri Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji to kindly release the booklet of IKS digitally, and I request all the dignitaries to release the physical copy of the booklet. On this momentous occasion, our hearts are filled with gratitude, and we request Pujya Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji to address the gathering. It's a matter of great honor and happiness to listen to Gurudev Ji's words of wisdom and to receive his blessings.
ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. How many of you would want me to speak in English, and how many can you raise your hand? You want me in English? How many of you want me in Hindi? Majority in Hindi. So हिंदी में ही बात करते हैं, नहीं? Anyone who cannot follow Hindi here? If you find someone raising their hand, someone next to them can translate. What do you say? Well, I'll mix a little bit English, Hindi. English में बात करते हैं. English ठीक चलेगा ना? राजस्थान रंग की भूमि है. रंग कई तरह के रंग है. रंगमंच बोलते हैं ना, माने रंग वही है जहां पर आत्मा नर्तन करता है। तो आपने हमको रंगा दिया, आप रंगे हुए हैं, रंगा देते हैं। हम पिए हुए हैं, सबको पिला देते हैं। देखिए, भारतीय नॉलेज सिस्टम जो है, ये सभी नॉलेज सिस्टम के मूल में है। इसकी विशेषता क्या है? What is the speciality of Indian knowledge system? Let's understand this. Indian knowledge system says first experience and then you can believe. Then belief follows it. We emphasize more on knowing than just believing. And science also has the same pedagogy. Science says proof, experience, and then you believe. Everything has a belief component. When you do a research on a particular medicine, when it gives 80% result, then you start believing in the medicine. Our research work depends on statistics. Correct? Do you all agree with me? All the research is on statistics. Statistics is what? First experience, and if the statistical levels are high, then you start believing it. Now, Western philosophy says first you believe, someday in the future you will get an experience. They put the horse before the cart before the horse. That is the reason Spanish Inquisition happened, where scientists were burnt alive, they were punished, and they were hanged. You know all the story, you know about Spanish Inquisition. Science and Occidental philosophy never went together because their paradigms are different, their pedagogy is different. Why did Indian system survive the scientific scrutiny? Because Indian system and science, they have the same pedagogy, same paradigm. In the Upanishads we say first you experience, then belief will automatically happen. A simple example, a student comes to, you know about the Panchakosha in Indian system of knowledge. A student goes to the teacher and says, tell me what is the biggest, what is Brahman? He says, food is a Brahman. And the person understands, yes, food is the basis of living. But then after experiencing it, he has a question, but this is not just that. There is something more. We have to go further. He goes and asks the Guru again, what is Brahman again? I have understood food is Brahman, but what is the next step? Then he said, prana is the Brahman. Then he experiences prana and then goes back and says, prana can be stopped, can be manipulated, but there's something more than prana. What is that? He says mind. Then like that you go till he goes to Anandamaya Kosh. The question remains. Once you understand bliss is everything, questions dissolve, so he doesn't come back. The ultimate truth is the whole consciousness is all blissful. So in this, the student never came to the master and said, you told me Annam is Brahman, but it is not so. You have said a lie. No. They say you keep your foot in this step and then you say, take that step and put it on another step. When you have to climb a step, you have to put your foot on one step and then you have to leave that step. But if someone argues, if I have to leave the step, why should I put my foot in the step at the first place, it becomes unintelligible. So this pedagogy of Indian philosophy, experience first and then you can postulate it. And this is same as science. That is the reason Indian knowledge system was never in conflict with science. Here what we say, if you want to do spirituality or you want to go into higher knowledge, what do they say? First know the first tattva. What is it? Prithvi. Of the 36 principles, the first principle is earth. You know about earth element. हमारे 36 तत्व है, उनमें से सबसे पहले तत्व हमको सीखने वाला क्या है? पृथ्वी के बारे में जानो. जो 6 दर्शन है उसमें 3 दर्शन तो भगवान के बारे में बात ही नहीं करता होता, वो सिर्फ ये कहता न्याय, न्याय दर्शन, वैशेषिक और सांख्य, ये तीनों दर्शन ये नास्तिक दर्शन नहीं है. दे आर नॉट एथिस्ट दर्शन, इट इज प्योरली मटेरियल साइंस. न्याय दर्शन क्या है? हाउ डू यू नो what you know is correct or not? Is your logic correct or it is flawed? So whole system of 24 tattvas of Nyaya Darshan, see whether you see the sun rising and setting, but it is neither rising nor setting. So what you know by your 5 senses is flawed. So there is one more level of knowledge, that is knowing through your intellect. हम कहते हैं इंद्रिय जन्य ज्ञान से श्रेष्ठ है बुद्धिजन्य ज्ञान. बुद्धिजन्य ज्ञान से भी परे है, तो कि हमारा बुद्धि जो हम जानते हैं उसी पर डिपेंडेंट है. Your logic depends on your knowledge. Here you must acknowledge your knowledge is limited. Nobody has unlimited knowledge. So your logic could be flawed and logic is limited. So you can't know everything through logic. So you have to go beyond the buddhigat jnana. That is chetanagat jnana. That is knowledge from the consciousness. This is the intuitive ability. Your intellect says something, but your intuition says something else. When you follow your intuition, you are proved to be correct. How many of you had this experience? Raise your hand. All logic are defied when it comes to intuition. So this is what we call as gut feeling. A gut feeling depends on many things in our body. It depends on several our gut health. If your gut health is good, your gut, it impacts the microbes in the brain, and that impacts the thought process in the brain. So modern science, fortunately, is talking the same language as ancient philosophy. So we are coming to a cycle now. If you have known, in 2022, the 3 scientists who got the Nobel Prize in Physics, they all said what you see is not real. Does this statement sounds very similar? Vedanta says, Adi Shankara says, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Whatever you say, it's not real. This is what they have said. There is a grantha, there is a scripture called Spandakarika. I don't know how many of you have heard about this. How many of you have not heard about this? Spanda means vibration. The science of vibration, Spandakarika. If you just look into even few principles in Spandakarika, you will be awestruck. This talks about quantum mechanics. The wave nature of particle is what the theory of relativity. This is what here says, everything is waves. Spanda means waves. In the waves, there are 2 types of spanda. One is Samanya Spanda, another is Vishesha Spanda. When I was in Kashmir, I was talking about this. Now, just I'm coming here from Kashmir. I told the people in Kashmir, you have to own this beautiful knowledge which comes from this land. Because people don't know about that. Unfortunately, we have stopped owning our own knowledge system. I'm so glad now with this new education policy, there is a place, due place has come finally for Indian system of knowledge. So when I speak about Spandakarika, scientists in the CERN and in America, their jaws their jaws are dropping. They say, wow, was it known? Was it known to people in the past? I said, yes. So now, just Mr. Padiji, NP Padiji is a Vishesha Spanda. And what is around him is Samanya Spanda. Is general vibration, and the general vibration takes a shape, a name, and a form as ND Professor Pardi. So this is a Vishesha Spanda. So सामान्य स्पंद से विशेष स्पंद आता है, विशेष स्पंद टिकता नहीं, फिर सामान्य स्पंद में चला जाता है. So in this sense, when science says matter and energy are interconvertible and they cannot be destroyed at any cost. They cannot be destroyed. Does it sound very familiar? Any physicists here? Any physics professors here? Huh? Look, energy, the theory of relativity. Theory of relativity comes here. That सामान्य स्पंद और विशेष स्पंद, स्पंद का कोई नाश नहीं है. There is no death for the energy. Energy remains in its field form or in an object form, particle form or wave form. These are the knowledge that we have. Do you know the names of the month that we have in English? It is all in Sanskrit. How many of you don't know? Raise your hand. Please raise your hand. Raise your hand. Higher, let me see. What is this month? November. What does Ambar means in Sanskrit? Akash. November means what? Ninth sky. Nav mane ninth, Navadurga. Ninth sky. Dashambar means how much? What is it? 10th sky. September mane kya? 7th sky. October. Ashtambar man kya? 8th sky. So this is the 9th month. December is the 10th month. January is the 11th month. February, Falgun. Falgun is what? The last month, right? Falgun became February. Fag end bolte na. Fag end in Angrezi, in English we say fag end means what? The last. The last. February was the last month, 12th month. March was the first month till 500 years ago around the world. March kab bolte hain? Nobody say March in the beginning. When something ended, say March means move on to the new. अब हमारा गुड़ी पड़वा कब होता है? नया साल कब होता है? मार्च में होता है. भारत में, अफगानिस्तान में, इराक में, ईरान में, कजाकिस्तान में, इस सब जगह नया साल कब शुरू होता पता है? मार्च में. 500 साल पहले जॉर्ज 2 या 3 इंग्लैंड के राजा, he wanted to have the new year begin in January because he was born in January. So he imposed the new year should not be in March, it should be in January. But people did not listen. They continued to celebrate in last week of March and first week of April. That is why he declared April Fool's Day. When people started celebrating in April, just to humiliate them, he said Fool's Day, so that they should stop celebrating. You know, spring is the time when new things come up. No, you don't celebrate New Year when there is winter. And पतझड़ होने पर नया साल कौन मनाता है? नए पत्ते आते तो नया साल मनाते हैं. कितने लोगों को ये बात पता नहीं था? हाथ उठाए थे तो देखते हैं. कितने लोगों को पता था? आपको कैसे पता था? हमको सुना है पहले. गूगल में सर्च करके. हाँ, मैंने बताया ये बात. या तो ये जो बात है, गूगल में है क्या ये बात? नहीं, मेरा स्पीच. तो ये जो बात है, हमने किसी को पता ही नहीं. मैं दुनिया भर में पूछता हूँ, डू यू नो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ सितंबर? दे से नो. डू यू नो इंग्लिश is close to Sanskrit than Hindi? How many of you are surprised by this? English is more close to Sanskrit than Hindi. In English, what we say sister, what is in Sanskrit? Swasa. और हिंदी में क्या है? बहन. स्वसा के लिए बहन पास है या सिस्टर पास है? डॉटर, दुहिता. संस्कृत में डॉटर को कहते दुहिता. दुहिता के लिए डॉटर पास है कि बेटी पास है? सन, सुता. सुता के लिए सन है. बेटा पास है कि सन पास? सुता. आप ऐसे देखिए, 80% ऑफ इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इज ऑल संस्कृत. हृदय, हार्ट. हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? दिल. दिल पास है कि हार्ट पास है हृदय के लिए? बताओ. गो, गमा. संस्कृत में कहते हैं गमा. इन इंग्लिश गो. हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? जाओ. जाओ पास है कि गो पास है गमा के लिए? गो, गमा. आपको ओडिया में तो बहुत सारा संस्कृत है. किमिति अच्छंती. आज भी मलयालम में, ओडिया भाषा में संस्कृत अधिक है आज भी. मगर हिंदी में संस्कृत कम है, और हमने अब और कम कर दिया. और कम कर दिया उसमें. मगर अंग्रेजी भाषा जिसको हम कहते हैं, वो संस्कृत के बहुत नजदीक है भाई. आप सब जग रहे हो कि सो गए? मुझे डर लगता है. क्यों पता है? आजकल कहते हैं कि अटेंशन स्पैन जो है 30 सेकंड का है. आप सबको अनुभव होगा. बोलने वाला बोल रहे हैं, सुनने वाले कहीं चले गए, अपना ट्रिप में चले गए. हाँ, कह सकते नहीं वो षष्ठ. षष्ठ बोल नहीं पा रहे. षष्ठ तो शास्त्र बोले अगस्त हो गया. षष्ठ. षष्ठ माने क्या? 6. तो जुलाई, जून, जुलाई सिर्फ वहां के एक राजा के नाम से रख दिया लोगों ने. इनके बेटे जिनका जन्मदिन जनवरी में था, अपने बेटे के नाम से 2 महीने उसने कर दिया. तो बाकी तो आप देखेंगे मार्च है, अप्रैल है, उसके बाद मई तो तीसरा महीने है, फिर जून, जुलाई, अगस्त षष्ठ, षष्ठ को अगस्त हो गया, बन गया। अब आप बंगाल जाओगे, ओडिया जाओ, उड़ीसा जाओगे, वो थोड़ा भाषा बदल जाती है वहाँ पर। कृष्ण को केशन बोलते हैं, है ना। तो भाषा का वो तो हमारे हर प्रांत में बदलता रहता है। पर मुख्य बात यह है कि जीरो जो है वो भारत ने दिया दुनिया को। हमने कभी क्लेम किया क्या? नहीं क्लेम किया। क्या हमारे लोगों को पता ही नहीं है? जीरो के बिगैर कोई साइंस आगे चल सकता है क्या? इम्पॉसिबल। So similarly, you can go into every discipline. There is an astonishing facts that come to you, and this is what one need to be proud of. It's not just only not being just proud. Okay, everything in the past was only great and great, but what did they do in the past? They had asked you to have an open mind. ऋग्वेद के दूसरे मंत्र में आते हैं, अग्नि पूर्वे भी ऋषि भी नूत नहीं रुते सदेवांग एक अवक्षत। रिलीजियस लोग क्या सोचते हैं? पास्ट ही सब अच्छा था, ग्लोरीफाई द पास्ट। और बोले फ्यूचर और डूम्सडे आने वाला है, सब डूब जाएगा, प्रलय हो जाएगा, कलयुग आ गया जी, अब सब खत्म हो गया। प्रेजेंट और फ्यूचर को गाली देते, सिर्फ पास्ट को ग्लोरीफाई करते रहते, इससे कोई काम नहीं होगा। होगा भाई, आप 5000 साल पहले आप बहुत बड़े संस्कृत आपकी हो सकती है, आज आप कहाँ हो? आप उस संस्कृति का थोड़ा सा हिस्सा भी अपना लेके चल रहे हो क्या? ये पूछना आवश्यक। और कम्युनिस्ट क्या है? उनका बिल्कुल भी अपोजिट रुख है। वो कहते फ्यूचर ही सब अच्छा, पास्ट सब रबिश है। ऐसे करते करते क्या किया उन लोगों ने? उत्पात किया, लाखों करोड़ों लोगों को मरवा दिया। लोगों को जड़ से उखाड़ दिया। मैं रशिया में कई बार जा चुका हूँ, वहाँ हमारा पूरा सेंटर है। 11 टाइम जोन में रशिया है। एक बार हम भारत से एक कम्युनिस्ट लीडर को ले गए थे, ताकि यहाँ लेनिन, मार्क्स, इन सब का फोटो लगा। केरला में बहुत वो करते, इनको ले गए हम साथ में। वहाँ के कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी चीफ से मिला, वो मिलने आए थे हमको। मैंने कहा मेरा मकसद यही था, ये थोड़ा दिमाग खुल जाए अपने लोग। और ये जाके वहाँ लेनिन के बारे में बड़ा वो करने लगे कुछ, तो उन्होंने उनको बीच में ही रोक दिया। देखिए आप चुप रहिए, मेरा हमको पता है लेनिन ने क्या किया, हमें आपके देश के बारे में बताओ। We are more interested in what India has to offer. We are not interested in what Lenin did and he did not do. How great he was. We are not bothered about it. We know. अब ये वैसे दंग रह गए। हमारे बच्चों को यहाँ ब्रेन वॉश कर देते हैं। इंडिया वॉज ऑल sort of backward country. They were all in the stone age. They had no civilization. It was not together. This type of narrative some people create. Now it's much better. JNU से जो हुआ पैदा हुआ ये philosophy इस तरह का, it has taken a big toll on the culture of this country. Do you agree with me? Why? Because sheer ignorance. I'm not saying glorify everything in the past. We had done a lot of blunders also. There was a lot of superstition. उसकी कोई कमी नहीं है। हमारे देश में भी वायलेंस काफी चली कई जगह, मगर उसके साथ जो महत्वपूर्ण बात है उसको हम फेंकते हैं। ये गलत किया। We have thrown away the precious knowledge, precious system of Indian knowledge system. We have discredited them. That is where we need to regain our, heritage. The good thing in us, we have to regain it. when I was invited to speak at the CERN in Switzerland, you know about the CERN Institute. I told the professor Dur, he's one of the top scientists. He was Harbinger. He was with the nuclear scientist from the very beginning. He's a very wonderful gentleman. He says, people tell me I am speaking of Buddhism, I am speaking of Eastern philosophy when I talk about nuclear science. So I told him, in India we knew about space. He said, I didn't know. I thought ancient people knew only 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and air. That's all. They never had any idea about space. I said, no, we always said Panchabhuta. We call the world as Prapancha. Prapancha means the combination of 5 elements. Space element was known to us. Not only it was known to us, space, we have 3 types of space in the space: Bhutakasha, Chittakasha, and Chidakasha. I mean, they were completely blown away that we even can differentiate in the space. 3 levels of space. One is the physical space, another is the space where knowledge and information floats. You send a SMS from your phone, in the space it travels and exactly lands up in the same number which you have intended for it to go. Isn't this a miracle? How does it happen? It happens through a field that is called Chittakasha, where thoughts and emotions get transmitted. And there is one more space beyond this, Chidakasha, that is pure consciousness. So these are some of the important things that we need to bring into our education system. I am glad that Malviya Rashtriya प्रौद्योगिक संस्थान में, टेक्नोलॉजिकल इंस्टीट्यूट में ये सब बातें आ रही है. आपने शुरू किया है, इससे लोगों को बेनिफिट हो. बैलेंस्ड व्यू में चले हम लोग. कई बार हमारे आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर्स क्या करते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा क्लेम कर लेते हैं, मोर देन दे कैन डिलीवर. ये नहीं करना चाहिए. एक साइंटिस्ट विल नेवर ओवर क्लेम ऑन एनीथिंग. ऐसे एलोपैथी डॉक्टर भी करते हैं, प्रेजुडिस रखते हैं. जिस माइंड में प्रेजुडिस होता है वो साइंटिफिक नहीं हो सकता, ना आध्यात्मिक हो सकता है. यही विज्ञानमय कोश है. एन इंटेलेक्ट फ्री फ्रॉम प्रेजुडिस ऑफ एनी काइंड, रेडी टू introspect and see the truth as it is. So this needs courage, this needs conviction, and this needs much needed education in this line. And I'm glad you have started this. I wish you all the best with these few words. Aap sabko khamagani.
Thank you, Pujya Gurudev Ji, for your enlightening words and for explaining the complex philosophical concepts of the Indian knowledge system to all of us. Since Pujya Gurudev Ji is amongst us today, some members of the audience may have some questions that they may want to ask Gurudev Ji. So now I invite a few questions from the audience which they may address to Pujya Gurudev Ji. You can please raise your hand and we'll provide the mic. Yes, please.
I'll take 3 questions.
Okay, sir.
Sir, मेरा सवाल है, in like today's fast-paced world and stressful life, how can one maintain the inner peace and balance without running away from our responsibilities? My name is Achal Ledha, sir. I'm from 3rd year.
Okay. Have you done Sudarshan Kriya?
No, sir.
Not yet. Just do it. You get the, you do it right away. Yeah?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, please. Please raise your hand. A student this side.
I am Vijay Agarwal, and you talked about English in the beginning. So I wanted to ask you, will India gain if it formalizes English as a language? Or what do you think 10 years down the line would be the major mode of communication? Because with the laptops and mobiles and swipes and social media content is already in English. And will it help if all our Indian knowledge system is translated accurately in English, which can give a wider audience to the whole world?
See, today language is no barrier at all. With AI, I am speaking to you now in English. I can speak to you in Hindi. This will be translated in Chinese, in Russian, in all the languages in no time. Today, you don't have to worry in which language you want to communicate. Even if you don't know English, it's perfectly all right. As long as you hold on to the subject, that is more important. Even in English, there is not one English. The English that British people speak is different from the American English. Many times you don't understand what they speak. And the English in Gujarat is different from the English in Odia.
We can take one more question.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for blessing our campus with your divine presence. I've been doing Sudarshan Kriya for last 8 months now, and I have so much. I think it's universe's way of giving me my share of miracles. Thank you so much, Gurudev. There's one question I would like to ask you is how to optimize our karmic balance. Like when I see Queen Elizabeth, when I see King of Saudi Arabia, I would like to become one in the next birth, maybe with your blessings. How do we optimize our karmic balance?
You better be careful what you're asking for. From here, वो कहते हैं ना दूर की पहाड़ सुहाना लगता है. You from the other bank is always green. If you are part of any of the royal family, you would have wished, oh my God, where I am stuck with. I would have been born in a simple person outside this. How happy they are. Yeah. You see, happiness is different. Actually, what you think that was going to give you happiness, it becomes your wish. And it may not be correct all the time. So, as you sow, so shall you reap. If you wish like that, oh, next life I want to become like that, if you have a strong intention, definitely you will become that. जो इच्छा करी हो मनमाई प्रभु प्रताप कछ दुर्लभ नाही. Okay?
Thank you, Pujya Guruji, for your insightful answers to all the questions. I now request Professor N.P. Padi, sir, Director MNIT Jaipur, to extend a token of gratitude to our chief guest, Pujya Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji. Thank you, sir. May I now call on stage Professor Kanupriya Sachdev, Dean Student Welfare, for the vote of thanks.
Respected Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, Professor N.P. Padi, Director MNIT, esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, deans, HODs, faculty colleagues, dear students, and members of Art of Living community. It's my proud privilege and heartfelt duty to propose the vote of thanks on this truly memorable occasion. At the very outset, we express our deepest gratitude to Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji for gracing us with his divine presence and words of wisdom. Your thoughts on Indian knowledge system have guided us. They have touched every heart in this gathering. Gurudev, your message has reminded us that true education is not merely the cultivation of intellect, but also the awakening of consciousness. We are deeply inspired and enriched. I also take this opportunity to thank our director, sir, whose vision and guidance has made this event possible. Sir, your vision and initiative has led to the establishment of this center at MNIT. Our sincere appreciation goes to all institute functionaries, including registrar, who have contributed in various ways to the success of this program. I thank deans, HODs, and all faculty members for their grace for gracing this event. I thank Dean Academics Professor D. Bulchandani and his team for preparing and putting up together this booklet which has been released today. We are equally grateful to the Art of Living team for their wholehearted support to ensure the success of today's program, especially Vivek Agrawalji. A special word of appreciation to the organizing committee and the student volunteers for their tireless effort and meticulous coordination to make the event so graceful and impactful. To all our participants and audience members, thank you for your presence, the enthusiasm and the respect with which you have received today's message. It reflects the spirits and values of this institution. Once again, on behalf of the entire institute, I express our deepest gratitude to Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji for blessing us with his presence and to everyone who made this event a resounding success. Thank you and namaskar.
I request everyone present here to remain seated here. Please be seated here. Refreshment boxes will be distributed inside the hall. Please remain seated.